A huge shout out to my whole acting ensemble. You guys have had a huge impact on my journey, both as an artist and as a human being, so I'm super excited that we're here today.
I would like to shout out my sorority, Sigma Lambda Gamma, as they've been the ones to give me the courage to be confident in myself and truly become a woman of balance.
Say my mother, my father, and my sister for just being there along the way and supporting my journey.
All my family who's here because it took my family to believe in me, that I could pursue an education, that I could learn English, and that I could graduate.
Also, a huge shout out to all of my faculty that have been there for me. Neil, Kate, Mozan, Richard, Michael, Laura. Just thank you so much. You've done so much for me.
The people that have made the most difference to me is not one individual, but it's the community that exists at Texas State, because it's built me, it's shaped me, it's fortified me into a person who can leave here, and leave here knowing that I made this place better than when I got here, but also that this place made me better than when I got here.
I'd like to give a shout out to Alexis and River over at the Transfer Center. They helped me tremendously when I was transferring into Texas State, so I feel like I really found my footing because of them.
I want to give a shout out to kind of the entirety of the communication design faculty. Dimitri, Rosanna, Mark, Grayson, Mitra. I feel like so many professors have kind of been there for all of us.
I'd like to give a shout out to K-Damp. Coming to Texas State, it was also his first year being the president, so I've been able to watch how much he's grown the campus, so big shout out to him. I don't think this school would be the same without you.
Post-graduation, I'll be working in go-to-market analytics at a software company that specializes in build environments.
After graduation, I will be attending Texas A&M University to receive my doctorate in veterinary medicine.
What's next is to keep being inspired and hopefully inspire other people.
I'll be attending the University of California, Berkeley, which is the #1 public institution. I'm very excited, and I would not have been able to do this without Texas State. And I just want everybody here to know that I plan to come back to Texas State, and we will forever always be proud Bobcats.
After graduating Texas State, I will be starting at Dell Technologies under the customer success team as an analyst.
When you graduate college, the opportunities are endless. So I'm very excited to jump into it and see where the world takes me. I feel like Texas State has prepared me really well for the professional world.
I am so proud of all of you. Whatever your story is that got you here, you put in perseverance and work and effort, and you shaped your experience to be here.
Just go make it happen. You will feel so proud of yourself, and it'll give you the tools to carry that into the rest of your life.
You did it, you're here, and now that we're leaving, I want you to know that you'll be able to do everything that comes after.
The world's truly your oyster, and I think that's one thing that Texas State really instilled in me. So just keep going out there, say yes, and experience as much as you possibly can.
Whatever you pursue after you graduate, just make sure that it's something that you're actually passionate in. No one can ever tell you what the best option is for your life trajectory after you graduate. Only you know what is best for you.
There's a quote that I love that's, "Your normal day is someone else's dream." And I want you to know that there are so many people who may never get to attend college, and you're living that life for them.
Anytime you have an idea, if you're like, oh, I want to do that club, or oh, should I go do that service, just don't think about it, just go do it, and it'll teach you exactly what you need to know.
Don't forget the community and the people that you met at Texas State. It's intrinsic in my journey and who I am as a Bobcat, and I want you guys to be able to leave here knowing that your community, everyone you talk to, whether in passing or even building more of a personal relationship, all matter in the journey that you're leaving here and moving forward.
I want everyone to know that no matter where you go in life, there will always be someone cheering you on, because once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat.
May I have your attention, please? The ceremony is about to begin. Graduates, please take your seats at this time. Thank you for your attendance. May I have your attention, please? The ceremony is about to begin. Graduates, please take your seats at this time. Thank you for your attendance.
This is the sound of one voice, one spirit, one voice, the sound of one who makes a choice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of one voice. This is the sound of voices too, the sound of me singing with you, helping each other to make it through. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices too. This is the sound of voices three, singing together in harmony, surrendering to the mystery. This is the sound of voices three. This is the sound of voices three. The sound of all of us, teaches us good deeds of valor, singing with love and the will to trust, leave the rest behind and we'll turn to dust. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of all of us. This is the sound of one voice, one people, one voice, a song for every one of us. This is the sound of sound of one voice.
Good afternoon. What a great day to be a Bobcat. Welcome to those of you here in the Strahan Arena on the beautiful San Marcos campus, and to those joining us via live stream globally, welcome. And for our alumni in the audience, welcome home. I'm Dr. Pranesh Ashwath, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs at Texas State University. Today, we celebrate not only your academic achievements, but also your resilience, dedication, and dreams. As you leave Texas State University, I thank you all for everything you've done here. After graduation, I hope you'll lead or you'll add to the legacy of your alma mater using our shared values as your guideposts. These include embracing a welcoming spirit, practicing integrity, civility, compassion for others, and more importantly, dedicating your life to a greater good. Our world today needs thinkers, leaders, and doers, people who see beyond their limitations and work towards the greater good with compassion. Use what you have learned here to make a difference and never underestimate the impact of your actions. At this time, I would like to recognize a special group of people joining us here today. If able, would all United States active duty military personnel, veterans, and ROTC students who are graduating today, and those in the audience, please stand and remain standing so that we may show our appreciation to you for your service. Now will you all rise for the singing of the national anthem led by Evelyn Toscano.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Let me first introduce distinguished guests joining me on the platform this afternoon. Please welcome Mr. Sergio Rodriguez, who will be honored later in the ceremony. And representing the Texas State University system, please welcome Chancellor Brian McCall and Vice Chancellor Sean Cunningham. It is my pleasure to welcome First Lady Beth Damphus, who is seated to my left in the guest seating. I will now introduce guests and administrators seated on the platform. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Mr. Eric Algo, Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer for Finance and Support Services. Dr. Cynthia Hernandez, Vice President for Student Success. Dr. Shrik Mandayam, Vice President for Research. Mrs. Sandy Pantlick, Vice President for Marketing and Communication. Dr. Mary Brennan, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. Dr. Barrett Bryant, Dean of the College of Science and Engineering. Dr. Andrea Gallardo, Dean of the Graduate College. Dr. Heather Galloway, Dean of the Honors College, and Mr. Nico Castillo, President-elect of the Texas State Alumni Association. Please welcome them all. To honor today's graduating class, we are especially pleased that the Texas State Ceremonial Brass will offer some special music. Thank you for that wonderful music. At this time, I'm pleased to introduce the President of Texas State University, Dr. Kelly Damphus. Thank you.
Thank you, Pranesh. Thank you. Good afternoon and congratulations to the graduating class of 2026. Congratulations. I know that for many of you, this has been a stressful week and perhaps a stressful day as you've been trying to weave your way through traffic, and maybe your dad is now just parking the car. He thought he had a plan. His plan backfired, and he's working his way in here. You may have been a little stressed getting here, but I invite you to take a moment to relax and appreciate the fact that you're here, that this day has finally come, and what a day it is, a day filled with pride, with gratitude, and with possibility. So take a moment. Look around you, take it all in, because yes, it's really happening. The day you've been dreaming about is finally here. And today, I invite you to think about all that it took to get you here today, and the people who helped you along the way. Every one of you is a unique story, and each of you has a unique path to this day. But you know better than anyone, better than I will ever know, perhaps better than anyone in the world will ever know, how hard it was for you to get here today and what it took for you to get here. You especially know, I hope, that you didn't get here alone. Somewhere in your life, there were people who believed in you, perhaps believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself. People who encouraged you, who stood beside you and sometimes stood in front of you, or pushed a bit from behind. Even when this day felt like a million miles away, those people kept pushing you forward. And I know what that means. I can't ever do a graduation ceremony. This is my 64th graduation ceremony here at Texas State, and I can't help but think back to when I graduated from community college back in 1982, some 44 years ago. If you can't find me, I'm the one on the right. And I'm reminded of this moment all the time because I'm reminded about the people in that picture that means so much to me. I was 19 years old, and I thought that after graduation, which to me still seems like kind of a blur, that the biggest thing that would happen was that we would go out to have dinner after. But I learned something important that day. I hope you learn about this too. I learned that you don't take moments like this for granted, especially when someone you love is celebrating today even more than you are. My mom, who is in the center of this picture as she was in so many parts of our lives, dropped out of school at the end of grade 9. She ran away from the orphanage she was living in. She found her dad and eventually found my dad. They got married and they tried to start a family of their own. Having grown up in an orphanage, all she wanted was to have a big family. Well, they weren't able to do that for whatever reason, and so at some point they said, our only option is to adopt. And so in 1963, they adopted this beautiful little boy, and he was a perfect baby. And things went so well that they adopted a girl about a year later. That's the redheaded one on the left. Things went so poorly, they stopped adopting right after that. But they discovered something as we lived in northern Alberta, up in northern Canada, that there were people that needed my mom's love more than just an adoption process, but through fostering. So my mom became a foster parent. My mom and dad took in foster kids. The girl on the right-hand side is a Cree Indian that lived on a reservation not far from us. She came to us when she was 5 years old and lived with us her whole life. She's still my sister as far as I know. But we had foster kids coming in and out of my life. My mom, who had grade 9 education, my dad, who had grade 12, knew how important it was for me to get that college degree. They knew how different I was going to be the day after I graduated. I just had no idea how big a deal it was to her. And as you saw in that picture, my mom treated it like a prom. And maybe you're going a little crazy today because maybe your mom is treating today like a little bit like a prom. But my dad bought a suit. My mom bought a dress. The girls were wearing prom dresses. They got hairdos that day. And we all got corsages, and we all posed for the very last family portrait we would ever do. My mom knew that my getting that degree was going to change my world forever. Students, there are people surrounding you in this building that think the same way as my mom did. So this day belongs to you, but it also belongs to the people who raised you. And for the rest of your life, young people, you will never know anyone like them. These are the only people in the world who want you to do better than they did. And they've sacrificed and worked hard and given all they had, perhaps imperfectly, but they lived for today. You are here because of them, and you should give them a round of applause. So treasure this moment. Don't take this moment for granted. And it's not just the people who raised you, your family members, your aunts and uncles, your grandparents, your siblings who pushed you here today, your friends, your teachers, your professors, and your fellow Bobcats. People along the way lifted you up. They pushed you, and when they got a little bit ahead, they pulled on you as well. They refused to let you quit. Now, in just a few moments, you'll have a bit of downtime. We're going to start handing out the diplomas, and you'll be walking across the stage here, and you'll be sitting out there watching this all happen. I invite you to take out your phone and send a text message to one of those people that got you here today. They may be sitting on the floor with you, they may be in the audience, maybe watching on live stream. Take this moment to tell them how much you appreciate what they made possible for you. And today doesn't just belong to the people, it also belongs to this place. Texas State is where you were challenged, it was where you were tested, is where you discovered your strengths and your talents, even those things you didn't know that you had. I often say that Texas State is in the life-changing business, and if you are no different today than you were the day you came here, then we've fallen short of that mark. But in the classrooms, in the labs, climbing the stairs to LCAC, hanging out in the quad in your dorm rooms, study labs, studying by the river, in all those places that make up this space, this is where that all happened. So no matter how you got here, whether your path was straight and narrow or wide and winding, smooth or hard fought, you made it. And you should be thankful for that and appreciative of the fact that you are now in this moment. Now, there are so many powerful stories of that perseverance and achievement among the graduates who are sitting before me today. And one of your fellow students has allowed me to share his story with you about his Bobcat story of perseverance. Corbin Whitaker, who today receives his degree in mechanical engineering, by the way. Love to see the gold helmets, our first graduating class of mechanical engineers. Congratulations. Corbin turned his knowledge into motion, literally. As powertrain lead for the Bobcat racing team, he moved beyond the classroom and into the demanding world of real engineering, designing, testing, and troubleshooting critical systems, and growing into a leader responsible for solving complex problems and real-world problems as well. His journey reminds us that true understanding is built not only in theory, but in practice as well. Corbin, will you please stand as you're able so we can recognize you? There he is, all the way in the back. I have to say, I did notice that all the mechanical engineering students are sitting way in the back, except for these four up here who are sitting right in the front. Congratulations to the A students right here. Well done. I've been teaching for a long time, I know the drill. So today we celebrate not just Corbin's story, but all that you have achieved. But even more than what you've achieved, we celebrate what you have become. Somewhere between your first day on campus and your last final last week, through those late night tacos, those cram sessions, the group projects, and countless slices of pizza, you changed. And I believe you become stronger, you become wiser, and you're now ready for what comes next. And when people ask you where you went to school, you'll say with great pride, I'm a Texas State Bobcat, and that's something to be proud about. Now, our beloved football coach, Oscar Strahan, once said that a Bobcat will fight you with everything he has, with claws, with teeth, with speed, and with brains, and he was probably talking about the football team at the time, but he's also talking about something bigger. He was talking about how Bobcats live, talking about how we show up in the world, to To a Bobcat, it's not just effort, it's heart. It's not just intelligence, it's determination. It's not just grit, it's purpose. And all of you have lived that. In the classes you've taken, the professors you've had, those professors who pushed you harder than you wanted them to push sometimes, in the moments that you doubted yourself but kept going anyway, in the times you had no idea how you'd succeed but figured it out anyways. Being a Bobcat means you don't back down from a challenge. Instead, you lean into the challenge. You don't wait for opportunity, you create it. And you don't do it alone. You do it as part of something much bigger than yourself. And that's quite a legacy worth living up to. I enjoyed this week walking by the statue of LBJ and to see his outstretched hand, to see how worn it had become with all the students on their way to finals giving him a handshake for good luck. The rubbed bronze looked so shiny in the sunshine. And I know that you look up to him a lot. Well, he looked up to this place a lot. He loved this university and came back to visit it very often, right up until his death. But he had a habit where he would gather people who worked for him together, and he would give someone who had done something remarkable in the recent days a little memento, and it had 2 words written on it. The words were can do, and he would say, that man's a can-do man, or that woman's a can-do woman, because they got something done. And if LBJ was here today, and I know he wishes he was, he would look at you, class of 2026, and say, you are can-do people. You believe, you act, you persist. And I believe in you, and I'm counting on you, and I'm not by myself in that counting on you. People in this room, people on this stage, people in San Marcos, across Texas, across this country and around the world are counting on you to make this world better. And I know that you don't just have what it takes to succeed, you have what it takes to lead, to serve, and to make a difference, to go out and to show the world something important, show the world that Texas State graduates don't just do well, and I hope you do very well, but they also do good. And there's a difference between doing well and doing good, and when you figure that out, you've solved a lot of questions that you have in your life. Now, today might feel like an ending, but it's not. It's a beginning. It's the beginning of your time after Texas State. So go, be bold, be kind, be curious, and be courageous. Carry the knowledge, the memories, and the friendships you've made here, and let them light your way forward. And never forget, once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat. Congratulations. Now, in just a few moments, we'll begin conferring the degrees. You walk over here, they'll announce your name. I'll meet you here in the center to shake your hand. Then you'll walk over here, and my beautiful wife will meet you, and she will be giving you a challenge coin. The challenge coin has some logos in there that represent Texas State and have the year 2026 on it. And we hope that you take that memento with you wherever you go. Well, you'll hang your diploma on a wall, and you'll put your robe in a closet. We hope that challenge coin will be sitting on a desk, on a shelf, perhaps in your pocket, to remind yourself of what happened here at Texas State and how this place made you better. So congratulations to our newest Texas State alumni, the class of 2026. We're so proud of you. Now go show the world what can do looks like. Godspeed, and eat 'em up, cats. Right on schedule, 25 minutes in, all the boring parts are done, and now we're going to start handing out the degrees. So here we go. Now, before we begin the conferring of degrees, I'm proud to honor someone who has played a major role for Texas State with the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. You can find his complete bio in the online and digital programs, but I'll tell you a little bit more about him this afternoon. As president and CEO of the Hector and Gloria Lopez Foundation, Sergio L. Rodriguez has spent nearly a decade partnering with universities like ours to provide full scholarships and comprehensive support for first-generation students. Under Sergio's leadership, the foundation has helped students with resources they need for housing, mentoring, and tutoring, along with paid internships. Not only do they graduate debt-free, ready to take on leadership roles wherever they are needed. Sergio is a native of Alice, Texas. He earned a BA in architecture from Princeton, I've heard of that place, and an MBA from the University of Michigan. In 2023, Sergio worked with Texas State to launch the Lopez Scholars, an initiative supporting 15 first-generation students with annual funding for 5 years, giving them the opportunity to achieve academic and professional success. Sergio Rodriguez is a leader and a visionary in the worlds of both business and philanthropy. Through his efforts, he has helped create new pathways for countless students seeking to achieve intergenerational mobility to become the first of a new generation of leaders in their communities. It's my pleasure, therefore, to present Mr. Sergio L. Rodriguez with the degree we call the Doctor of Humane Letters. Sergio, would you please join me to my left? Sergio, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University system and by the faculty of Texas State University, I confer upon Sergio Luis Rodriguez the degree of honor of Doctor of Humane Letters with all its rights, privileges of the degree. Congratulations. I've asked Sergio to say a few words to you.
So thank you for that incredible introduction, President Damphus. It is a profound honor to receive this recognition. I'm grateful to be joined today by my family, my wife Louise, and my daughters, Gabby, Cece, and Ani. Your support continues to carry me through every moment and milestone, both public and private. My collaboration with Texas State University through the Hector and Gloria Lopez Foundation has opened doors for so many first-generation students, and I couldn't be more proud of what we've built together. I'll share a bit of background on what we do at the Foundation and the work we continue to do in partnership with Texas State, as well as 13 other universities across the state of Texas. The Foundation is the namesake of my Uncle Hector and my Aunt Gloria, who believed in the transformative power of higher education to achieve lasting prosperity, including their own. From modest beginnings in the small South Texas town of Alice, they achieved immense financial success and committed their estate to supporting higher education dreams for students in Texas. This year, we reached our 5th year of grant making. Cumulatively, we have invested over $47 million to fund comprehensive scholarships for 360 first-generation students across Texas, providing the wraparound support. Thank you. Providing the wraparound support and resources to graduate debt-free, economically mobile, and ready to be the future leaders of our state. Our scholarship recipients are known as Lopez Scholars, after our founders. And speaking of Lopez Scholars, we are joined today by one of our very own graduates, Rocio Castronino, who if you can wave, is out there on the floor. There she is. And Rocio is receiving her bachelor's degree in political science from Texas State today. Rocio spent this past semester working in Washington, D.C. as a congressional intern for U.S. Representative Greg Casar, learning valuable skills to support her emerging career in law and politics. This is a prime example of what we hope to achieve through our work with Lopez Scholars, opening doors to experiences and opportunities that have historically only been available to a select few. So Rocio is over one of 40 Lopez Scholars graduating this May, our first four-year cohort who received the full benefit and supports that the scholarship provides. As they embark on the next chapter of their lives, whether it's business, public affairs, or pursuing academia with postgraduate degrees, we are thrilled to see that they will what they will all achieve as leaders, professionals, and community members. Congratulations, Rocio, and congratulations to every graduate in this room today. Now, I'd like to share some parting words with all of you graduates. As you step into this next chapter with your bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree in hand, know that you belong in every room, at every table, and in every conversation. Your voice and perspective is valuable and necessary and singular. Leadership is not confined to a select few individuals. It is something within all of us that we have the power to wield for good. I encourage you all to embrace the leadership potential within you, potential that is grounded in your values and catalyzed by your visions for a better world. Now, before I close, I want to extend my deepest gratitude to President Damphus, as well as Chancellor McCall, for your leadership and your partnership with the Hector and Gloria Lopez Foundation as we help Texas State Lopez Scholars succeed and thrive. I am grateful for this immense honor you have given me today. It is a highlight of my career, but even more so, this moment is a testament to the power of work that we pursue, the mission behind it that my Aunt Gloria and Uncle Hector had, and the vision that we have for the future of Texas. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Dr. Rodriguez. And thank you, President Damphus. Texas State will hold 8 commencement ceremonies this weekend. In this afternoon ceremony, we are recognizing candidates in the Graduate College, the College of Liberal Arts, and the College of Science and Engineering. We will now begin conferring degrees. Will all of our candidates please stand and remain standing? The academic hurt that is worn by recipients of doctoral and master's degree includes colored velvet that signifies the degree earned. The special lining in the hood represents the school colors of Texas State University. Worn by some baccalaureate candidates, the maroon and gold solid cord signify academic honors. And this is specially noted in the commencement program. In addition, crystal medallions worn by these candidates signify the honors college designation. President Damphus, on behalf of the faculty, the college deans, and the dean of the graduate college, I'm pleased to certify to you that the qualified students have completed all requirements for the various degrees. We recommend that their degrees be conferred.
Thank you, Pranesh. Now, upon recommendation of the faculty, our deans, and the provost, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System and by the state of Texas, I hereby award to you these various degrees with all the associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Please be seated. We will now proceed to the diploma presentations. Daniel Schumacher, manager of KTSW radio station and faculty in the School of Journalism and Mass Communication, will serve as our reader. Will the appropriate individuals please take their places for the presentations at this time?
Out of respect for the dignity of this commencement ceremony, and out of consideration for the comfort and safety of all audience members, we ask that guests refrain from using air horns and other noisemakers during the calling of the graduate names. Also, all graduates and guests are asked to please stay throughout the presentations. Christopher J. Anderson, Doctor of Philosophy, major in Geographic Information Science, will be hooded by their research professor, Dr. Alberto Giordano. Hilary Ama Amsa, Doctor of Philosophy, major in Geography, will be hooded by their research professor, Dr. Young-Mei Liu. Teresa Michelle Crane, Doctor of Philosophy, major in Geographic Education, will be hooded by their research professor, Dr. Michael Solon. Alan Orel Elegbe, Doctor of Philosophy, major in Geography, will be hooded by their research professor, Dr. Jennifer Devine. Yan Liu, Doctor of Philosophy, major in Geographic Information Science, will be hooded by their research professor, Dr. F. Benjamin Zahn. Heather Ann Swinton, Doctor of Philosophy, major in Geography, will be hooded by their research professor, Dr. Alberto Giordano. Brendan Paul Vanderweel, Doctor of Philosophy, major in Geography, will be hooded by their research professor, Michael Solom. Please join me in extending another round of applause for our doctoral graduates. We will now recognize graduates receiving master's degrees. Roman Patrick Valles. Bianca M. Velasco. Arnold Armando Alvarez, Jr. Jose D. Avila, Jr. Kathleen Ann Morish. Bradley Matthews. Manpreet Kaur. Aisha Tasneem. Bibhuti Bhattarai. Prabesh Pandey. Isabel Mejia. Marshall Elton Wilkes. Elizabeth Madeline Kabaki. Erin Nicole Farina. Ellie Culverhouse. Adriana Renee Montoya. Tristan Godert. Laura Ashley Hatch. Kayla N. Ifikoya. Muna Alawani. Candace Harrell. Nikodem Pavel Sitak. Felipe Sebastian Farias. Ariela C. Velasquez. Mackenzie Paige Hollingsworth. Laura Diane Irvine. Ben Dickey. Jose Celia. Jordan Lisette Harris. Travis Colby Tucker. Madison Emily Isbell. Anastasia Jaden Kinnebrew. Raven Grace Reese. Victor Gonzalez. Lourdes Citlali Vega Magana. Danielle DeAndre Villarta. Jing Yu Liu. Madison Faith Dornack. Michaela Jo Putman. Julia Esperanza Hammond. David Lee Rich. Rita Bernadette Voigt. Fatim Karamoko. Priyan Dharmesh Kumar Shah. Jayesh Anil Patil. Javier Arturo Milan. Grayson Battle Rayburn. Hannah Faith Amaya. Zoe Koulas. Elizabeth Reagan Hike. Ella Jane Greer Roan. Olivia Kate Ramsey. Matthew Alexander Garza. Maxwell Zabrowski. Elizabeth Marie Cruz. Samantha Michelle Alamang. Milan Garza. Mylene Lisette Gomez. Emily Ann Parks. Joel Omesa Melongi. Mohammed Siddiq. Johnny Nguyen Dow. Joa Brown. Alexandra Jane Johannigman. Kenley J. Young. Amanda Lee Trewick. Lauren M. Small. Drake Felix Blanchard. Yaswa Venkata Sai Vinay Mova. Anil Kumar Palika. Kushwant Sai Kumar Koka. Sandeep Kumar Garmela. Mohammed El Sayed Nabil Ghazali Abaza. Catherine Carcamo Rivas. Annalise Noel Olguin. Farhan Patras Kuverji. Destiny Waine Terrell. Bhavya Shri Malkadgiri. Jane Zha Wang. Kavya Shri Mundrati. Kasim Suleiman. Jose Armando Pineda Duran. Hayden Brunson. Austin Paul Guzman. Linny Mitran Lee. Catherine I. Burrows. Becca Megan Gilbertson. Catherine Baldwin Stallworth. Tarasha Oliver. Fahad bin Islam. Tajwar Al Mamoon. Krishna Balaji. Francis Echo Ayisa Ison. Ashima Pokrel. Amir Liran. Savannah Ann Williams. Nusrat Jahan Neela. Nabeen Batarai. Our final presentation will be to recognize graduates receiving baccalaureate degrees. Cooper Phipps, cum laude. Jacob Gunnar Gordon. Hayden Jeffus, magna cum laude. Nicholas David Helen. James Walton Spence, Jr. Gregory Neal, Jr. Joshua C. Campbell. Justice M. Van. Zachary Evan Shannon. Emma B. Stampley, cum laude. Angelica Morales, cum laude. Emma E. Hackney, magna cum laude. Madeline Shea Zwilling, summa cum laude. Audrey Carol Lozano. Alyssa G. Stanley, summa cum laude. Maria Andrea Trevino, summa cum laude. Robert Anthony Uresti, cum laude. William Allen Moore, magna cum laude. Macy Ray Sandoval. John Michael Camp. Kelsey Olds. Arlette Natalia Bajorquez. Kaysen Selliers. Carlo Marroquin. Matthew Isaiah Contreras. Elizabeth Guadalupe Lugo, magna cum laude. Arabella Guzman. Randall Clay Kinsey. Christina Isabel Marugo, cum laude. Libby Mae Niblet. Aiden John Byers, summa cum laude. Kate Elise Letson. Annie Teresa Looney, summa cum laude. Samantha Rochelle Momack, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Nayeli Villanueva. Brooke Marie Collins, cum laude. Alex Jacob Livingston. Aaron G. Arroyo. Lauren M. Clement, summa cum laude. Caden Dale Tucker, summa cum laude. William Antonio Villatoro Hernandez, summa cum laude. Adriana Evans, cum laude. Luke J. Arcata. Jacob Bookman. John Patrick Ellis. Connor J. Williams. Kayla N. Hall. Reagan Lane Oliver, cum laude. Alana Grace Kenung, summa cum laude. Colin Christian Finlay. Christian Gronberg, cum laude. Isaac C. Castillo. Nathaniel Isaiah Fiscal. Grayson Ramirez. Cody James Morales. Bryce Russell Sexton. Ashlyn Schrod, magna cum laude. Jackson Caleb Halper. Ethan G. Jester. Justin Bolton. James Daniel Heasel. Nicholas Kniper, summa cum laude. Sapphire Young. Haley E. Folk. Leah Arlai Galvan. Zachariah Fikri El Natour. Ethan Jace Gravis, cum laude. Emma Bogle, summa cum laude. Reagan D. Wise, summa cum laude. Drew J. Simmons, summa cum laude. Patrick Tomas Figueroa. Diego Adan Aguilar. Mary Ellen Ruth Hartman, cum laude. Nathan M. Rabel, summa cum laude. Benjamin Joseph Merriman, cum laude. Brett C. Morris. Erin Elizabeth Willett, summa cum laude. Marco Aurelio Alderete. Alexander Garanya. Valerie Nicole Mayado. Matthew A. Leith. Nathan Adam Frank. Daniel Laura Sr. Riley Lee Marie Harrell. Colin M. Lindsay. Parker B. Smith, summa cum laude. John Anges. Braden Hutton, summa cum laude. Zachary Allen Goodwin. Roberto J. Rios. Francesca Catherine Baldwin. Charlotte G. Anderson, magna cum laude. Ava Catherine Prince. George Daniel Brune, cum laude. Sean Keith Coleman, Jr. Reese Chapman. Ethan Doyle. Spencer Ryan Haynes. Kennedy Reese Kimbrough. Alexandra G. Perlmutter, summa cum laude. Jordan M. Hansen. Joseph Peter Pintarelli, Jr. Arden Soligan. Clancy T. Hall. Evan Elias Rene Stewart. Campbell Jackson Inman, cum laude. Joshua R. Hatley. Benjamin Reese Hassal, summa cum laude. Owen Smalley. Ben Pretorius. Corinne Stroud. Alasne Anastasia Leon. Aubrey Shuttles, cum laude. Walter Dylan Morales Zurita. Whitney Marie Ho, cum laude. Samantha Taryn Pitts. Jessica P. Brown. Fatima Alviso. Shelby Francis Young. Tanner J. Groves. William D. Berry, summa cum laude. Dion Ashton Thompson. Brant William Stalder. Juyung So, cum laude. Eliana Uremovich. Tony Wayne Deal II, summa cum laude. Ryan Beakley. William Arthur Gellner. Corbin T. Whitaker, cum laude. Claudia Paola Quilter. Liam Michael Byram, magna cum laude. Andres Herrera, cum laude. Colin Gerald Lube, summa cum laude. John Tyler Hearn, summa cum laude. Lucas I. Holloway, summa cum laude. Landon Kyle Mead, magna cum laude. Nicola Andrick, summa cum laude. Scott Fletcher Yateman, summa cum laude. Mia Michelle Bridwell. Reese Rocco Cavallo, summa cum laude. Kira H. Smith, cum laude. Ethan Andrew Wilfer. Chloe Hinojosa, cum laude. Giselle Guerrero, summa cum laude. Rhiannon Adams. Noah Spencer Flores, cum laude. Richard Christopher Granado. Catherine Marie Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Diego Guerra. Sebastian Delgado. David Ixta Balan. Jesse P. Manshaka, magna cum laude. Adish Raj Shahi. Michael Thomas Cartwright, summa cum laude. McKenna Abigail Maker. Gabriela Renee Solis. Clay Riley Williams. William Wade Plunkett, summa cum laude. Gage Ellen Royer, cum laude. Mark Anthony Peterman, summa cum laude. Charlize Garza, summa cum laude. Kenneth Alan Martinez. Jack Hogan Fowler, cum laude. Otto Ralph Sanchez. Cristiana E. Ramos, summa cum laude. Olivia Bove Gonzalez. Nicholas Isaiah Gonzalez. Lance Joseph Martin, cum laude. Matthew D. Stretch, magna cum laude. Harrison Ian Stevens. Claire Boswell, magna cum laude. Reagan May Stork, cum laude. Josiah Watson, summa cum laude. Noah Eric Hansen. Caroline Hawhey. Joseph Wesley Nelms. Caitlin Marie Lawson, magna cum laude. Ashley Michelle Martinez, cum laude. Aubrey Mae Dorman, cum laude. Tianchi Sun, summa cum laude. Luke Zachary Cameron, summa cum laude. Hugo Alberto Rodriguez Leal. Levi Aaron Ward. Ezekiel Isaiah Arzaga. Jonathan Curtis Hurst. Cassie Shine Cook. Scarlett Renee Vaughn, magna cum laude. Kinsey R. Delcor. Jesus Torres Marin. Cruz Morales III. Caitlin Powell, summa cum laude. Annie Ellen Hagner, summa cum laude. Joshua Alexander Lara. Riley Kendall Castilleja Trejo. Alan Enrique Vasquez, cum laude. Dharma Annabelle Brown, cum laude. Logan Moley. Nicholas Castro Figueroa Delgado, cum laude. Caitlin McKenna Chandler. Sarah Smith. Skylar Renee Jamar, summa cum laude. Tyler Hogue, summa cum laude. Kenya Alexandra Frias Rodriguez, summa cum laude. Benedetta Murray, magna cum laude. Claire Elizabeth Powells, summa cum laude. Weston R. Walker. Gabriel Alejandro Marcus, summa cum laude. Joel Thomas Scott, summa cum laude. Madison Blair McClellan, magna cum laude. Alejandro Cisneros, summa cum laude. David Benitez. Ashley Alves Gomez. Evangeline G. Luna, cum laude. Sarah Elizabeth Hennig, magna cum laude. Abigail Lily Perez, cum laude. Nathan D. Charles, cum laude. Stephen A. Cope. Sarah Trahan, summa cum laude. Austin Torres. Zachary Austin Gaiman, cum laude. Benjamin Hoyt, magna cum laude. Stuart Dixon. Nathan Theodore Beeler, summa cum laude. Olivia Yvonne Foreman. Kirsten Diane Miller, summa cum laude. Adamarie Y. Carrillo Villanueva, summa cum laude. Catherine Mackenzie Harwood, summa cum laude. Romario Mendoza, summa cum laude. Stephanie Vela. Zoe Antko, summa cum laude. Brooke Lee Schumacher. Isabella Lanham, summa cum laude. Carla Indira Hem, summa cum laude. Tate Nicholas Elder, cum laude. Dylan Joshua Rich. Akira Jean Johnson. Imani Michelle Bennett. Rogelio Garcia. Cage Gerald Douglas Resnick, summa cum laude. Mike Gonzalez Jr. Morgan Ray Houtanen. Shane Michael Seltzer. Brennan Michael Swan. Monica Vargas, summa cum laude. Christian Daniel Perez. Ahmad Talal Saif. Chase James Teas. Tyler Francis. Fisher Felton. Wesley R. Harkins. Caleb Lane Godfrey. Samuel Angel Guerra. Samuel R. Noonan. Jaden Key. Andrique Raye Acuna Trevino. Daniel Serna Correa Sr., magna cum laude. Mason Philip Smith, magna cum laude. Samuel Dominic Drell, cum laude. Eric Alexander Sides. Roberto Macedo Delgado. Taylor Lucero. Jack Umland. Tyshawn Cunelius Brown Sr. Chloe Angela Brown, magna cum laude. Danielle Renee Espinosa, magna cum laude. Maya Maria Anthony. Caitlin Marie Dusek. Patricia Carolina Cambrone, magna cum laude. Nathan Allen Toon. Ricardo Serrano III. Brian Anthony Arriaga, cum laude. Luis Arturo Leon Pineda. Theodore Tufik Frage, cum laude. Brian Jaimes Vallejo. Jonathan Hobrach Walker. Walter. David Myers Jr. Sierra Marie Stage. Haley Nicole Nugent. Shivani Mruthyunjaya. Summa cum laude. Gabriela Elisabetta Taverna, summa cum laude. Ryan J. Lieberman. Aiden D. Olivares. Isabella Marie Fuentes. Brianna Celeste de la Garza. Mia Teresa Jimenez, cum laude. Nina Ann Ranfola, magna cum laude. Angela Aguilar, summa cum laude. Michaela Nicole Brown, magna cum laude. Rocio Adi Castro Nino, summa cum laude. Samuel L. Williams. Autumn Renee Morrison, summa cum laude. Ian Stewart Boyd. Jackson Carter Bailey, magna cum laude. Gunnar Joseph Schramm. Matthew Randall McGinnis. Lene Luter, summa cum laude. Rebecca A. Voinov. Brisa S. Rios. Maria Magdalena Rodriguez Salazar. Haley Ann Kirby, magna cum laude. Tuong N. Ong. Sydney Rose Welton. Derek James Marsh, summa cum laude. Jordan J. Hood. Johan W. Holmes, cum laude. Zoe Melinda Bush, summa cum laude. Bria M. Bowers, summa cum laude. Hunter B. McCrae. Farah Maisie Quintero Balbuena. Alexandra Valencia Nuez, magna cum laude. Nicholas William Humphrey, cum laude. Jade Maldonado, cum laude. Josue Miguel Alberto, summa cum laude. Eileen Aguirre, magna cum laude. Jesse Devereaux. Mark Anthony Ojeda. Nok Nu Ong. Samuel C. Niemeyer, magna cum laude. Olivia Rocha, summa cum laude. Samantha McLennan, summa cum laude. Jasmine Brianna Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Jared Alexander Olson, magna cum laude. Francisco Yapor. Mason Tyler Wallenzer. Aliyah G. White. Natalie Cade Huth, cum laude. Adrian Cornejo, summa cum laude. Alondra Sarai Ayala Salas, summa cum laude. Brielle Schuler, magna cum laude. Kira L. Sims, cum laude. Valentina Vera Gonzalez. Noah Benjamin Richardson, magna cum laude. Junior Segura Ontiveros, cum laude. Jimena Gonzalez, magna cum laude. Dylan Kennedy Hahn, summa cum laude. Gilberto Hernandez. William Austin West. Owen Coyne. Aran Fernando Guerra. Wesley Moore. Carter Killian. Dylan H. Kirchhoff, magna cum laude. Daniel Charles Strickland. Matthew Paul Paceman, summa cum laude. Cole D. Patterson, summa cum laude. Jordi Chavez Rivera. Christina Marie Hernandez. Ava Davies, magna cum laude. Mayan Wanjiru. Kendall Lee Bruder. Fernanda Garcia. Anthony Eugene Pelzer III. Gabriel Alejandro Garcia, cum laude. Ella Garcia, magna cum laude. Rachel Ann Kalani Sarles. Matthew Stephen Carter. David I. Tavares. Kelsey Patricia Trejo Villegas, magna cum laude. Santiago Gutera Devis. Kenneth Josue Salinas Guriel, cum laude. Ezequiel Garcia Lopez. Grayson Kirksick. Bade Brant Holland, summa cum laude. Treston S. Nunez. Dustin Del Toro. Decarius Leandre Smith. Hunter Seidel Kelly. Elian A. Cavazos. Annika Boren, summa cum laude. Jessica Ray McNeese, summa cum laude. Madeline Ung, magna cum laude. Michaela R. Snodderly, summa cum laude. Savannah G. Mabry, magna cum laude. Carly R. Ballou. Blake Seiler. Armstrong Ryan Senkowski. Haley Grace Ham, magna cum laude. Leonardo Reyes. Rogelio Berlanga. Hector Jr. Garcia. Alexi Josue Larios. Annika Schweitzer, magna cum laude. Hugo Benicio Cifuentes. Patrick Ryan Murer. Louis Ed Smith III. Benjamin Kenyon. Kaylee Davis. Destiny Love Rodarte. Edwin Paniagua. Ricardo Salas Jr., magna cum laude. Darrell Paul Murray III. Adalberto Lozano Jr. Efrain Torres Jr. John Makombe Ukanda. Litara Annie Coretti Lamb. Mia Annalicia Barrera. Oscar M. Rubio, magna cum laude. Gabrielle E. Johnson, cum laude. Jorge Ivan Rodriguez, summa cum laude. Arislady Diaz. Daniel Alexander Tobin. Haley Marie Smith, summa cum laude. Joycelyn Denise Duncantel. Jeremiah Houston. Ankit Rai, cum laude. Mia Ileana de la Torre. Abina Amankwa, magna cum laude. Ama Afrane. This concludes presentations for the baccalaureate graduates. President Danfus will now return to the stage.
Congratulations, graduates. To celebrate our graduates' significant achievement, I'm pleased to call to the stage Dr. Cynthia Hernandez, our Vice President for Student Success.
Wow, it is a great day to be a Bobcat, am I right? Yes? Seems like only yesterday I saw you at new student orientation. Students, if you have a Texas State ring, can you hold it high in the air? You may now turn your Texas State ring facing outward, marking the completion of your degree here at Texas State. Congratulations. Now, graduates, I invite all of you to take part in the next time honored tradition. As a symbol of your new academic status, if you will move the tassel from the right side of the cap to your left, congratulations. As we begin to close our ceremony, we want to express our appreciation to everybody who helped make today special, including our School of Music students, Evelyn Toscano and Mason Asbury, and the Texas State Ceremonial Brass Ensemble led by Dr. Caroline Beatty for their outstanding performances today. Thank you all. I would like to thank those faculty who served as marshals for the ceremony today, and Dr. Amy Meeks, a faculty member in the Department of Psychology and a member of our Faculty Senate, who served as our mace bearer today. Thank you all very much. Please join me in showing appreciation for our interpreters today, Tyrone Rains and Amalia Wheat. And the entire commencement team and all of our public safety officers who assisted us here today. Thank you all very much. Now, for one last time, would our graduates and the faculty and staff who educated and supported these graduates please stand and remain standing? Now, I suspect that there are many parents, in addition to spouses, partners, children, grandparents, brothers, sisters, aunties, tios who haven't left to make the carne asada just yet, cousins and other family and friends who have supported and encouraged these graduates. Would you all please stand and remain standing? Please join me in welcoming Texas State's newest alumni. Congratulations, graduates. Now, graduates, I know that many of you have been looking forward to that celebratory jump in the cool waters of the San Marcos River. Couple of tips. One, take everything out of your pockets. The challenge coins sink to the bottom very quickly. The other thing is we do have some shallow parts of the river, so if you do decide to jump, please be safe. As we close our ceremony today, will you all please join us in singing the Texas State alma mater? Mason's going to lead us, and Nico will join us with the Heart of Texas hand sign. For those in the audience, a Heart of Texas hand sign is made with your left hand. Following the alma mater, Dr. Danfus is going to come to the podium for a few last remarks, and then graduates, you're going to exit through the back staircases and meet your family and friends outside of the arena. Thank you all for joining us here today, and I will turn it over to Mason.
Spirit urges us the fallen, cheering the oppressed. Thy call will echo clearly down the ages. Dear alma mater, mother loved and blessed.
I love singing duets with Mason, so thank you so much, Mason. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, family members, for supporting your students. Students, you are now graduates. As far as we know, right? All the grades have not been tabulated yet, but let's just assume you're all graduates. I invite you to come back to your alma mater to cheer on your Bobcats. When you come back, you do the Texas State cheer and the Eat 'em Up Cats cheer, and I thought it would be appropriate if we did it the first time as alumni right now. I'm going to invite you all to become honorary Bobcats as well. We'll divide the arena right in half. This is Texas, this is state. We'll do that 3 times. We'll end with Eat 'em Up, Go Cats Go. We'll do that twice. Don't leave me hanging on the second one. You guys ready? All right. I need some help. Oh, we need some help here. Here's a CIM helmet for you. Let's see, here's a CSM helmet for you, and I've got a mechanical engineering helmet right here. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Texas! Stay! Texas! Stay! Texas! Stay! Eat 'em up, go Cats go! Eat 'em up, go Cats go! Congratulations and Godspeed, class of 2026. Well done.